Hello, it's Veronica and Naomi, and we're just going to talk a little bit about our opinions on who the Vampire Show chose to be Ring Shimmers versus who we think should have been Ring Shimmers. Yeah, there's definitely a difference in opinion with this. So, going into what a Ring Shimmer is, in the Rainbow High Show, all the main girls become Shimmers. But only 4 of them get these magical rings that give them additional magical girl transformations, as well as powers to restore the crystals, while most of the girls don't have these powers. So, yeah, if you're watching this, you've probably seen Rainbow High Season 6, and you know exactly what we're talking about with the whole Ring Shimmer versus non-Ring Shimmer situation. So the ones chosen to be Ring Shimmers in this were Bella, Skylar, Violet, and Amaya. So what qualifies someone to be a Ring Shimmer exactly? We don't know. The show doesn't explain it. But as it seems to pay homage to other magical girl type shows, we have our ideas for what could qualify someone to be a Ring Shimmer. So first of all, there is being selfless and heroic, and caring more about the people of Rainbow World, and understanding what Rainbow World's all about, how it works, and just being dedicated to the cause of protecting it and keeping it safe. Yeah, we feel like for someone to be a good Ring Shimmer in the concept of the show, they need to care a lot about Rainbow World, as well as be able to work well with any of the original Shimmers or anyone affiliated with their job. Yeah, there's that too. And what values do most magical girl shows have, V? A lot of magical girl shows are about hope and being selfless and helping others. For example, in Madoka Magica, Madoka often maintains hope and brings back hope to the other girls. She's a character who doesn't let bad things or negative experiences get her down. And if being a Shimmer is basically the equivalent to being like a magical girl in the Rainbow High universe, then I feel like a lot of the main girls who are in these positions have to maintain hope and have to take a lot of time away from their daily lives just to help the residents of Rainbow World and be there for other people and stuff. Yeah, that's a good point. As well as showing leadership skills in difficult and unexpected situations. Yeah, that too. So continuing on, let's look at the girls who currently have jobs as Shimmers. Ring Shimmer specifically. So the first one to transform was Skylar. So Skylar's character in seasons 5 and 6, she grows and she gets more self-confidence, and she supports her friends a lot. She helps inspire a kid in season 5 through fashion and her calm confidence, and just, yeah. So Skylar always shows support for her friends. She always shows support for other people. Even if she isn't necessarily the leader type, normally in her show, she's the type to follow what her friends say or do, unless it's relating to fashion, where she's really good at it because she's a fashion design focus, and that's her major. Then the like second one to get her ring shimmer powers, who also happens to get her ring shimmer powers at the same time as Amaya, is Violet. So this is our Fantastic Fashion Violet, because Winter Break Violet is still in her cosplay. So we thought we would use Fantastic Fashion Violet to represent Violet in this case. But yeah, Violet gets and Amaya both get their Ring Shimmer powers by like learning to work together. Even though in the case of the episode where they get their powers, Amaya is the one who shows more initiative and brings more ideas to the table, while Violet is just stubborn, and she also complains about worries about how her hair is going to get frizzy and all this heat and stuff, and yeah, which I guess is a valid concern for someone who cares about their appearance. But in a dangerous situation where you're dealing with an unstable crystal, that is the last thing most people would worry about. And we're going to bring this up later for why we feel like Violet probably should have been a normal shimmer, while someone else should have been a ring shimmer, but yeah. And then Bella was the last to get her magical girl form. She was the last to unlock her ring shimmer powers. And I feel like there's no problem with Bella being a ring shimmer, because Bella always showed leadership skills, and Bella was always stubborn. Like, she was always a character who knew what she wanted and went for it. Like, she works hard. We feel like she does have more leadership skills than a lot of the other girls. While Amaya more like gives out ideas, likes to have fun, but doesn't necessarily isn't the one to really give orders. Pretty much. But yeah, Maya also supports her friends. But do you realize who we mentioned who didn't really support her friends the most? Violet. Unless it's Sunny, Violet's bestie, Violet isn't shown closely supporting her friends as much as some of the other girls. And this is something that we couldn't help but notice. Even in the episode where she gets her Ring Shimmer powers, the first thing she even thinks about when entering an unfamiliar territory is how frizzy her hair is going to get. Which, in Rainbow World, it's not like she's going live or doing her influencer stuff, so she shouldn't be worrying about that. Why is she thinking about her appearance when she's in a strange world where no one is gonna see her or be watching her? And then it's also mentioned in one of the episodes with the Littles that Violet blabbed about being a shimmer. And this tells us a lot. That Violet's little sister Amethyst knew that she was a shimmer. That she was the one who couldn't keep it secret. And that even in a life or death situation for all people in Rainbow World, Violet's first concern was her own appearance, rather than the safety of people of Rainbow World. So we have come to believe that Sunny would have made a way better shimmer than Violet. Or even Amaya. Yeah, Sunny, we feel is more qualified to be a ring shimmer than Violet or Amaya are. Yeah, Violet and Amaya just don't show as much responsibility initially in Rainbow World. They aren't the most knowledgeable about it. They're not used to it. While it's established, even in season 5, that like Bella is knows the ways of Rainbow World easily and gets used to them. There's that. And then you see Skylar's confidence grow in season 5 as well, which you do not see any change with Violet or Amaya. You don't really see them develop as characters, and you don't really see them grow as people. And those magical girl qualities we were discussing earlier in the video, as well as optimism, of course, even dark situations. Do you know who excels in that? Sunny. Sunny's whole design is very Sailor Moon inspired. And she has the positive personality of any magical girl. Even in like situations where it seems like things are bleak, Sunny is always quick to welcome new people to the group. And she's always kind. And she will take up leadership positions and take initiative if she needs to in desperate situations. So that's the first few reasons why we feel like Sunny would have been way more qualified to be a Ring Shimmer than either Violet or Amaya. Because Sunny has those traits. And even early in season 5, Sunny is shown to care deeply about Rainbow World. And in season 6, she does the most research on it. She knows the most about it. She knows enough about it to recognize Iris Bow as soon as she enters the school. So when she is the only one who recognized Iris, shouldn't she be the one who is qualified to have those powers? Not to mention, she did seem a little sad whenever the other girls were talking about their powers and doing the Ring Shimmer stuff. Like she knew she was being excluded from something. And she wanted in. Like maybe all this whole time, she would have been a better fit for that job. She would have been a better fit for that role. And this is what we kind of like think about that. And there's our one Sunny doll. She's really cute. We restyled her hair for her. But yeah. There's our one Sunny, but and with mentioning the magical girl stuff, Sunny's design is inspired by Sailor Moon on a lot of her dolls. She has a lot of little references and homages to it. Her style is very kawaii, very anime, very cute. And if she had gotten a Ring Shimmer form, we feel like it would have been so perfect. Because the whole cutesy, more kid-friendly aesthetic of Rainbow World is so fitting for Sunny, more so than any other character. Like, if you look at her dolls, they already have styles closer to that. And, yeah. The point that we want to make here is that Sunny would have made the perfect Ring Shimmer. Because her design, her disposition, and even just her interest in magical girls and stuff like that. Like, it would have been a natural fit for her with her knowledge of Rainbow World, as well as her experience with like anything like magical girl related and knowing about it. Like, she has the right mindset for this. She is focused on helping the people of Rainbow World. rather than worrying about herself. In dire situations, she worries about her friends first. And this is why Sunny would have been a perfect Ring Shimmer, and that she should have been a Ring Shimmer instead of like Violet or Amaya. Like, seriously, imagine all of the like Sailor Moon references that could be made with her Shimmer outfit. That is such a missed opportunity. And they really should have made Sunny an actual magical girl, because it would have been amazing. So goodbye, mysterious audience. I love you. Naomi loves you. And that was a quick video on why Sunny is more qualified to be a Ring Shimmer than Violet or Amaya.